What's going on, guys? It's David here. Welcome to another Devotional Saturday. What a crazy week I've had. I had to go to the eye doctors, get new contacts because I'm on pretty much my last pair. I had one more pair left, but I'm going out of town. I'm doing the evangelism training, going to Indy 500. I'm thinking I better get some more contacts, get my eyes checked because I never really saw clearly with those. Went to the eye doctors, got some contacts. They were a little bit better. But the one was not great. Went back, got these Torque contact lenses, and wow, my left eye, it's like super vision. It's like everything is crisp, way out there. I'm like, hey, look, is that an owl 2 miles out that way? Pretty cool, but it's been like, going back and forth, just trying to get that all corrected. And then this week, I had to go to emergency to the dentist because I had a crown in the very last tooth of mine, and it popped off on Sunday night. I was eating, felt like there was something there, and I'm picking with my there was something around it, so I'm picking it, and this thing just pops right off, and it freaked me out. I'm like, so I push it back down. I didn't know what I was gonna do. I had my mom while I was at work, go calling around, and amazingly, and I was praying, and I was getting all anxious. The Lord led me to this dentist who was able to take me the same day on Monday, and they ordered a crown. It's supposed to be in 2 weeks. It came in Friday, yesterday, which is absolutely incredible. So they were able to put the crown on, and I'm done and get my teeth cleaned. Ding! And wow, what an experience. A lot of anxiety there. And then also with the Indy 500 trip coming up for the outreach evangelism, that's going to be on Memorial Weekend. So I do ask for prayers for that. But the Lord has reminded me all this week about cast our anxieties upon Him. And that has helped me through just putting my trust in Him, knowing, hey, whatever's going to happen is going to happen. He's got me. So today's devotional is going to be something a little different. It's going to be called Cultural Promises, and it is by Walt Henrichsen. It's called Warnings for a People Not Listening to God. That's the red cover, and I have a blue one. Again, Walt has really powerful, thought-provoking devotionals here. So it's called Cultural Promises, and it's going to be from Luke 18:8. It says, "When the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?" People argue that some of the biblical commands are cultural. They apply to the culture of the day, but not to ours. If this is true, then you must answer 2 questions. Who decides which commandments are cultural and which are not? Warning, your answer will always be subjective and ultimately based on today's culture rather than the culture of the Bible. 2, if the commandments are cultural, then are not the promises also cultural? That's interesting. Logically, you cannot conclude one group is cultural and the other not. And if the promises are cultural, you lose all hope of heaven. Commandments are by their nature clear in conscience. You find them in the imperative voice. There is no ambiguity in do not steal. And husbands, love your wives. You may disagree on what loving your wife looks like, but the command is not ambiguous. Doctrine may be ambiguous, but commands are not. Most men love competition and hate confrontation. For this reason, they are willing to surrender to the argument of their wives that commandments like head coverings in 1 Corinthians 11 are cultural. Christians are far more influenced by their culture than they are by Scripture. Jesus said, "He who has my commandments and keeps them is the one who loves me." If you do not have a heart to obey all that God commands, you forfeit all biblical hope of heaven. Obviously, not all who have assurance of salvation go to heaven. Remember, there is no necessary relationship between God using a man and his approving of that man. God can use me to save the world and send my wretched soul to hell. That is scary. I eagerly concede that good Bible-teaching churches exist today, and I am grateful for them. Tragically, they are the exception rather than the rule. Jesus asked, "When the Son of Man cometh, shall he find faith on the earth?" I fear lest the answer to his question is no. And I've always got that because I've talked to a lot of people who, this command's cultural, this one's not. Which is? And like he's saying, how do you know which ones? Who determines what is cultural and what is not? And then if those are cultural, are God's promises cultural? So that's something to think about, and I would be curious to know what you think. So please comment below and let me know. And also, don't forget to subscribe. I am thinking about doing more videos throughout the week. At least another video throughout the week would be nice. Praying about it. I have some other ideas, so I do ask for your prayers for that. And again, I do ask for your prayers for the upcoming evangelism trips. We're going to the Indy 500. There's going to be 100,000 people or more. There's a parade I think we're going to on a Saturday, then the Indy 500's on Sunday, open air preaching, passing out tracts. It's going to be amazing. But anxiety does build up, but I am casting upon him. But I do ask for your prayers for me and the whole group that's going, and then also for my evangelism training trip in LA in June. So that's what I've got for you guys today, this week. Again, comment below, let me know your thoughts. And until next time, I love y'all. Peace. I'm out.